All right, so let's begin with markets. They're taking a bit of a hit at this moment. You see the Dow Jones pulling back more than 300 points after President Trump announced major new tariffs on Truth Social this morning. Now, Trump says he recommends a straight 50% tariff on the European Union to begin June 1st. That's just more than a week away. The president called out the EU for, quote, taking advantage of the U.S. on trade. And in a separate post, Trump also threatened Apple with a 25% tariff if it does not begin manufacturing iPhones in the United States. CBS News correspondent Natalie Brand joins us now from the White House with more on this. A bit of a surprise this morning on this, Natalie. No real expectation that these tariffs would be announced. And we know that CEO Tim Cook met with Mr. Trump on Wednesday. So why is the president targeting Apple and the EU now?
Hi, Errol. There's a lot we don't know about what prompted these posts on X or Truth Social. Of course, you mentioned that meeting, which a White House official did confirm occurred with Tim Cook earlier this week. Perhaps the meeting didn't go as well as the president would have liked. So now, days later, we are seeing a threat here. What we don't know is if this is a threat on social media or something that the administration plans to actually carry out. But again, President Trump saying that he told Cook a long time ago that Apple has to make iPhones in the United States or else face this, what he says would be a 25% tariff. As far as the EU goes, this was quite a longer post. He's saying he's making a recommendation of 50% starting June 1st, saying conversations with the EU are going nowhere. We know that there's this negotiation period that's underway between now until July during the reciprocal tariff pause talk period, where the administration is talking to a lot of different countries, including the EU. Clearly, the president doesn't like what he's saying, but again, it remains to be seen whether this is just a threat, a negotiating tactic right now, or something that he actually intends to carry out.
Yeah, and we've seen him use these threats of tariffs as negotiating tactics previously. We're going to bring our viewers more on tariffs in just a moment, but we have also just learned that Harvard is now suing the Trump administration, and this comes after the administration barred the university from enrolling international students. It's uprooting so many people and scrambling young people's plans. Natalie, you went to Harvard. Help us understand what's happening now and what this does for young people.
Yeah, for full disclosure, since I'm presenting, this new reporting, I should note I went to a graduate school program there, which, Errol, I have to say, included a very high percentage of international students. It was part of a government program, and they were a huge and very important part of that program. So Harvard, what we know now, has filed a new lawsuit in response to this administration action. It's the second suit that we've seen Harvard file. In a statement by the university, it says it condemns this unlawful and unwarranted action, saying that it, violates their First Amendment rights, and going on to say it imperils the futures of thousands of students and scholars, nearly 7,000 students who hold visas at that university. Harvard also says that the claim by the administration that it did not comply with requests for information is not true, according to Harvard. Harvard says it did respond, but we know in this statement by the Department of Homeland Security yesterday, if you remember back to April, the DHS Secretary Noem had asked Harvard for information about its foreign students and allegations that they had participated in anti-Semitic protests. The administration saying that Harvard has created an unsafe campus, also lobbing other allegations, which, Errol, are going to play out in court, because that's where this goes next.
Yeah, and we know the U.S. benefits from international students. Many of them then will continue to live here. Sometimes there are exchanges, and so it's important that a resolution is arrived at soon. Natalie Brand with the latest. Natalie, thank you.